We now have documentation of things students have been saying forever, which is that the fraternities are not safe.
I feel like all of my frustrations, things I've experienced and my friends have experienced, are finally getting addressed and heard.
I did experience sexual assault in the fraternity my freshman year. There's a leadership structure. And so the tradition of the fraternity, the violent traditions of the fraternity, are literally passed down every single year.
Students at Swarthmore College in Pennsylvania are protesting after disturbing allegations of racism, sexual assault, and homophobic behavior that surfaced against two fraternities. Those two fraternities are now saying they are going to close their doors. They're disbanding after these allegations surfaced. So it happened when two publications leaked these documents, internal documents, revealing disturbing accounts from 2013 to 2016 that included references of a rape addict and rape tunnel within those fraternity houses. Now, we can't independently verify the documents, but the two Swarthmore College fraternities have agreed to shut down in the fallout. So joining me now to talk about this, Morgan Goldberg. She's one of the organizers of the sit-in over the weekend, which was remarkable, Morgan, when I saw that. You're joining me by phone. It was remarkable when I saw the social media images, 100+ people. I mean, this is a college of only 1,000 or so. 100+ people sitting in there saying, enough is enough. You're policing yourselves. What did you read in these documents that said we have to take action?
Yeah, for us, the documents really were just a written record of things that students had been saying then and are saying now, that of behavior that still goes on in those fraternities. And so when I read it, I was nauseated, of course, but I wasn't that shocked. And a lot of students weren't that shocked. And so the accounts of racism and homophobia and making light of sexual violence, not just talking vulgarly about sex, but really joking about rape. I think that mobilized people, that got people to a meeting later that day with over 100 students, and we were ready to go. And we know that the college has known about these patterns for years. And so people were not just fed up with the content of the documents, but the way the college has refused to intervene in any of that for so many years.
And we've seen allegations of that for hazing incidents at other colleges. I mean, is this common frat culture at your school? The rest of the Greek system, do you believe, do they behave well, or is this the tip of the iceberg?
Right. Oh no, we think this is the tip of the iceberg, and it's really just unlucky that more college fraternities are not having their documents leaked. We think this is a structural problem with fraternities and the way that they are rooted in racism, classism, and sexism, and homophobia, for that matter.
We've asked this question right here on the show. Is it time for the Greek system to go away? Or what has changed from what the Greek system was started for? It was a place for camaraderie. It was a place for young people to gather and be among each other and have fun. What changed?
Right. One thing that we're trying to think about is, what was the original intention of fraternities, right? Who was ever included in that? Because fraternities necessarily don't include women, and most often at predominantly white institutions, they don't include students of color, and very often they don't include queer or trans students. And so we think that, I don't know if something has changed with fraternities so much as we've decided that something else needs to change, that actually our campuses need to change. And the way that these fraternities are tied to money and power and the board of managers at so many colleges, that is something that needs to change.
Yeah, and it is really interesting. There's been criticism with fraternities and sororities that are separated by race. There are predominantly African-American fraternities and sororities, predominantly white. Why is that? Lots of questions here, but thank you so much, Morgan, for joining me. We appreciate it. Take care. Good work.